Yes, you can refuse a breathalyzer. If an officer asks you to provide a breath or blood specimen after you've been arrested for a DWI, you can absolutely refuse it. However, I don't always advise that you refuse it. If you're arrested for a DWI and you're arrested in a location where they're going to obtain a warrant for your blood, then I recommend you just provide the breath or blood specimen voluntarily. The first reason I recommend you do it voluntarily is they're going to obtain the sample anyways. And your license, if you voluntarily submit to a breath specimen, your license will only be suspended for a period of 90 days if it's your first DWI, as opposed to 180 days. Also, if the officer is requesting a sample of your breath, I have found that jurors, if we end up going to trial, find breath specimens to be less credible than blood specimens. When we go to trial, we and the state is trying to introduce a breath specimen, we're able to attack the Intoxilyzer 8000 and all the problems that I see that the machine has. However, when we have a blood sample, we raise some of the same defenses, but jurors tend to believe that blood samples are more reliable, probably because we all have experience in giving blood. When we go to the doctor, they do a blood test, they would draw some blood, and then they use that blood to diagnose us. It's all the time in the medical field, and people believe blood is the most accurate results out there possible. People don't normally go around giving breath samples. So if you find yourself in a trial, the jury's not going to necessarily buy that the breath machine is as accurate as the blood. That's why I recommend to my clients, if the officers are going to get a warrant for a sample, to go ahead and voluntarily provide that breath or blood specimen, because they're going to get the sample anyways.